Buongiorno ragazzi! Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, hi, welcome. My name is Andrea. I'm a travel agent and a photographer. And I like combining my two passions, travel and photography. That's what I'm doing right now. And also taking you guys along with us to a trip in Tuscany. So this might be part 2 of the whole series. I will have separate vlogs for each kind of like each region. So in the previous vlog we explored Florence, and in this vlog we will go to rural Tuscany. And so today we are going to visit Monteregioni, San Gimignano and Siena, and we will have an accommodation somewhere near Pienza. So it's gonna be so cool. I really hope that we will have a fabulous day. I have no doubt of it. So come along and let's get the day started. Okay, so it was finally time for the adventure I had been looking forward to the most, the Tuscan countryside. Our original plan was simple. We took the train from Florence to Pisa Centrale, then hopped on the Pisa Mover to the airport, where we were supposed to pick up our rental car and begin our road trip through Tuscany. But as every traveler knows, things don't always go according to plan. Oh my god guys, I can't believe that this actually happened to us. So we were supposed to go get our car from the rental and I don't have my driver's license. I don't know where I put it. I never get it out from my purse, so I don't know what happened. I don't know if I lost it or not, but the idea is that, of course...
Attenzione, treno in arrivo al binario 7. Allontanarsi dalla linea gialla.
Your attention please. Arriving train at platform 7. Please stand behind the yellow line.
So yeah, the idea is that now we have to get the train. So we came back here at Pisa Centrale. We will take the train to Siena. Unfortunately, we will not be able to visit all the little towns that we were planning to. So I'm really pissed. This will be quite an adventure, that's for sure. But we are trying to get the best out of it. So yeah, this is a sad little update, but we'll see how it will go. With our road trip unexpectedly put on hold, we made a spontaneous change of plans and boarded the train towards Siena instead. After changing trains in Empoli, we finally arrived in one of Tuscany's most beautiful medieval cities. From the train station, we took the local bus to the historic center, and the first thing was to leave our bags at the storage. It might not sound very exciting, but being able to leave behind our suitcase and backpacks meant we could actually enjoy exploring Siena instead of dragging our luggage over its steep streets and cobblestones. Not far from the luggage storage, we found a small local restaurant where we enjoyed one of the most delicious pizzas of the entire trip, and the dessert, the tiramisu, was absolutely mouth-watering. Once we had regained our energy, we set off to explore Siena. For a little while, G and I went our separate ways. I wanted to wander through some of the city's charming streets and find a few photo spots I'd saved before the trip, while G preferred to take things a little more slowly. Later we met again in front of Siena's magnificent cathedral. With its striking black and white marble facade, it's one of the city's most recognizable landmarks, and naturally we couldn't resist taking a few photos there. From here we went back to Piazza del Campo, Siena's famous shell-shaped square and the home of the historic Palio horse race. before ending our trip in Siena, we also visited Fontebranda, one of the oldest fountains of the city. Dating back to the Middle Ages, it has been providing fresh water to the city for centuries and remains one of Siena's most historic corners. Eventually, it was time to continue our journey towards Pienza, or at least that's what we thought. After returning to the train station, grabbing a quick bite to eat and boarding our train, we discovered that it would only take us as far as Buonconvento. From there, we were supposed to continue by bus. Unfortunately, because it was the weekend and we arrived late in the evening, there were no more buses running. Let's just say, our Tuscan adventure had one more surprise waiting for us. Well, we arrived at our accommodation here in rural Tuscany near Pienza. Oh my goodness, it was such a challenging day, but we are quite tired, so we're gonna take a shower and go to sleep, and tomorrow I will give you an update, but we will have hopefully a fun day tomorrow. We have found this e-bike rental, and so I will give you all the details tomorrow, but I guess we're going biking. So see you tomorrow, guys. Buonanotte. After everything that had happened that day, arriving at our accommodation felt like a reward. We were so tired, so exhausted, that we took a shower and went straight to sleep. Good morning, guys. Wow, first of all, I want to show you something. Okay, so let me tell you the story of our day yesterday. Where do I start? So, you know that we couldn't pick up our car because I have no driver's license. So we got the train. We went back from the Pisa airport to the Pisa Centrale, to the train station, and purchased a ticket to Siena. So we went back from Pisa Centrale to Empoli, then we switched trains, hopped on the train to Siena. We were pretty tired with luggages and all that stuff. Luckily, G found this stow your bags locker kind of thingy in Siena, so we paid 10 euros for 4 hours, though we did not stay that long, but just to be sure, and we could stow our luggages. So we just took the essentials with us and explored Siena a little bit. We had a delicious pizza, and oh my goodness, the tiramisu was so good. I think it was the best I've ever had, at least so far. So yeah, but the fun part started after that. So I have to tell you something. I don't quite remember, but I think while we were in Siena, I texted this e-bike rental in Pienza, asking if they could rent us some e-bikes for today. And the lady was so kind. She called me, we chatted. I told her that, hey, look, this is our problem, so we can get a car. So the only available vehicle we could use here to explore Tuscany would be an e-bike. So yeah, she was very kind. She texted me 2 numbers of private drivers, just in case we need someone to take us from Pienza to Poggio IGLC, where we are staying. So from Siena, we got to Buonconvento, and it was kind of the end of the line for us. No buses, no trains, no taxi to Pienza. So like we were, what are we gonna do? And so it was my last shot. I called the lady from the e-bike rental and I kindly asked her if she could give us a ride, and of course she did. So we are so thankful for her. Without her, I don't know how we would have managed the situation yesterday. So yeah, we are ready to be picked up by her, and we are gonna go e-biking today. So even though we don't have a car, we have to get the best out of this trip, because we're not just gonna stay by the pool and do nothing. I mean, of course we could use some relaxing time, but like, we are in Tuscany, we have to see places. So I'm really curious of how today is gonna go. I do think it's gonna be a fun experience, probably a challenging one, but yeah, we'll see. So come along. After being picked up by the lovely owner of the local e-bike rental, we collected our bikes and, before setting off, followed her recommendation for breakfast. And it turned out to be the perfect start of the day. This freshly made panino was so good. Using the Komoot app to guide us along the route, we set off through one of the most beautiful landscapes in all of Tuscany. This was actually my first time riding an e-bike, and I have to admit, I absolutely loved it. G hadn't been on a bicycle in over 10 years, so we were both a little curious to see how the day would go. As it turned out, we had nothing to worry about. One of our first stops was the iconic Vitaleta Chapel, standing alone among the rolling hills and cypress trees that have become symbols of Tuscany. We took a few photos, enjoyed a short break, and I even had a glass of wine while taking in the peaceful surroundings. From there, the journey became just as memorable as the destinations themselves. Every few minutes we found ourselves stopping again, sometimes for a photograph, sometimes for a video. Experiencing Val d'Orcia by e-bike felt completely different from exploring it by car. Instead of rushing from one viewpoint to another, we could hear the birds, feel the warm breeze, smell the countryside, and truly immerse ourselves in the landscape. It made us slow down and notice the little details that are so easy to miss otherwise. Along the route, we passed through charming villages where life seems to move at its own gentle pace. While G took a well-deserved break, I wandered through the quiet streets and found one of my favorite souvenirs from the entire trip, a beautifully handcrafted fridge magnet made by a local artisan. Later we stopped at the thermal springs, another peaceful corner of Tuscany that invited us to pause for a while before continuing our ride. By this point, we were definitely beginning to feel the distance in our legs, but every climb came with another breathtaking view waiting at the top. Somehow, the landscape kept giving us the motivation to keep going. And of course, I couldn't come all the way to Tuscany without taking those classic countryside photos I'd been dreaming about for years. We packed dresses especially for this moment, found the perfect backdrop among the rolling hills, and created some of my favorite photos from the entire trip. After returning to Pienza, I wasn't quite ready for the day to end. I hopped back on my bike and made one last stop at Bottega Verde near Palazzo Massaini. I've always loved the brand, so visiting the main shop right in the heart of Tuscany felt extra special. And knowing that my best friends would soon be spending their honeymoon at Palazzo Massaini made the visit even more meaningful. Soon it was time to return the bikes and head back to our accommodation. As we drove through the countryside one last time, the sun slowly disappeared behind the Tuscan hills, painting the landscape in warm golden light. Well guys, so we ended our day, we are back. Oh my god, look how beautiful it is. It's amazing, honestly. I have to say, this lady with the bike rentals really saved us, because if not, can you imagine that we would have just stayed here the whole day, and like, at least it was a fun experience. I highly recommend it. And you know, with e-bikes it was really easy, and I have to say even G did so well, and she is such a beginner. I will leave all the details for the rental and everything in the description, but yeah, we didn't manage to see everything we would have liked, but I have to say it was better than nothing. It was way better than nothing. I mean, I'm not complaining at all. Like, it was such a beautiful day. Yes, it was hot. Yes, it was dusty, but like, who cares? It was such a cool experience. And imagine if we would have had the car, it would have been completely different. Yes, we could have visited those amazing places that I have in my PDF below, by the way. Oh, I think that was a bunny. So cool. So yeah, plans changed for us, but do check out my PDF. It's totally free if you need an inspiration for Tuscany. And so tomorrow, I don't know what we will visit. I'm pretty sure we will visit maybe San Gimignano, because it's after Siena. So yeah, maybe we'll do that, but I will keep you guys updated, of course. Maybe in this vlog, maybe in the next one, I don't know, but we will... Oh, actually, we still have Cinque Terre the day after tomorrow, and tomorrow we will arrive in Pisa. So like 2 days from now, we will visit Pisa as well. All in all, it was such a cool experience, and I'm super grateful for this lady that she helped us not only to get from Buonconvento here to our accommodation, but you know, she was so sweet with the bike rentals, and I highly recommend her. Please, if you come to Tuscany and you want some unique activity, I recommend this. And this tour, she has personalized tours, and this one for us was an easier one. It was 32 kilometers ish, but of course I had to go to see Bottega Verde. I love Bottega Verde. She was so tired, so she didn't come, but it was amazing. I'm really happy that I got the chance at least to see something that was on our schedule. With all this being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you tomorrow or in our next vlog that I will see. Bye guys! Buongiorno and welcome to another day of this crazy adventure here in Tuscany. So we started our day pretty early, okay, not so early, at around 9 a.m. We had a little photo shoot by the pool because that's why we chose this accommodation. It has a really nice pool, it has this amazing view of the hills, and like it was just so perfect. And I will show you how the photos turned out. So at about 10 we had to check out. Thankfully the guy from the accommodation drove us here in Pienza, and so I'm sorry for the noise, by the way. And so from here we still have like 2 hours. We will take the bus to Buonconvento, and then from there we will take the train to Pisa. And unfortunately, and I regret it so much, but we won't have enough time to visit San Gimignano or any other little towns. So I'm so happy that we managed to visit Siena on our way here. Yeah, we will arrive in Pisa just after 6 p.m. So yeah, it's definitely another reason why we should come back sometime here in Tuscany. By the way, don't forget to check out my free PDF. I always do a PDF when I'm traveling somewhere. It's easier to follow. I made it day by day with the places that I want to visit. Unfortunately, we could not follow it. But if you're planning on a trip to Tuscany, check it out, maybe it will help you. So Gia already took a walk here in Pienza, and it's so pretty. We are here with the bag, so we will take turn. It's my turn now, so let's go! Sometimes traveling means making little compromises, and this one worked out perfectly because it gave each of us a chance to experience the town at our own pace. From the very first streets, I completely fell in love with Pienza. As beautiful as Siena had been, there was something about Pienza that felt even more special to me. The quiet streets, charming stone buildings, flower-filled corners, and breathtaking views over the Orcia countryside created an atmosphere that made me want to slow down and simply wander without any destination in mind. Known as the ideal Renaissance city, Pienza was redesigned in the 15th century by Pope Pius II, who dreamed of transforming his birthplace into the perfect town. Walking through its elegant streets today, it's easy to understand why it became a UNESCO World Heritage Site. One of the places I stumbled upon was this viewpoint that I actually had saved on my PDF. Even though I was exploring on my own, I still wanted a photo to remember the moment, so I balanced my camera on the stone wall, connected it to my phone, and took the picture myself. It's funny how when you travel, you become surprisingly creative whenever there's no one around to press the shutter. Alright, so I finished my visit. I got myself a panino, and in about an hour our bus leaves, so we have to look for the station. Yeah. Soon we were on our way to Buonconvento, then changing trains through Empoli before finally arriving in Pisa. Hey guys, update! We are here in Pisa, we made it. It's currently 6:45, so we got a room and we are ready to go and eat something, and then we will explore the city a bit. It's Such a beautiful day. It's hot, but I think it will be so cute for sunset. So yeah, let's go. And I also put up this bow. It's made by my friend Diana. I will link her channel in the description, but it's so cute because it's matching my dress. I hope you enjoyed our adventure in the Tuscan countryside, and I can't wait to see you next week for our final Tuscany vlog, where we'll explore Pisa and spend a beautiful day discovering the colorful villages of Cinque Terre. Take care! Ciao!